Hello friends, welcome to my channel Namrata's Mantra. We are on Hoysala Temple Trail. This is our fifth day. Today we visited Halebidu, Hoysala Temple and Bellur, Chennakeseva Temple. There are some Jain temples near Halebidu, built in 11th and 12th century. That is Adinath Basti and Parshvanath Basti. That is what we are going to visit now. These Jain temples were constructed in 12th century CE and along with Hoysala temple and Kedareshwara temple at Halebidu, they are declared as UNESCO World Heritage Site. Similar to ancient Hindu temples, two in number elephants welcome us in front of the temple. This is a open mandapa in front of Parshvanath Basti, and you can see it is supported by the round pillars built during Hoysala King Vishnuvardhana around 1108 CE. The closed dance mandapa of the Parshvanatha Basti is supported by shining late turned pillars, and you can see the display of light and shadow. The caretaker of the temple was informative. Let us go around with him and take the blessing of Tirthankars and try to understand the temples.
There are three temples
Okay, there are three temples.
in this compound:
Okay,
Parshvanatha, Adinatha, and Shantinatha.
this is a Parshvanatha temple, and beside this is Adinatha,
Next temple,
next temple,
Shantinatha.
and there is one Shantinatha. Who are these two standing side by? Here,
Yeah.
this and this.
This is same Parshvanatha.
Parshvanatha, the two figures with ornaments,
Yes,
and
everyday worship in small set. No?
this
In
is
the both side, Dharanendra and Padmavati. They are the Jainism. What is called Yaksha and Yakshi.
okay.
Temple Grabagaha houses standing Murti of Parshvanatha, the 23rd Tirthankar. The seven-headed serpent is seen on top of his head, forming umbrella. Surprisingly, you can see here the serpent is coiled behind him from bottom to top and forms a snakehood on top. He always associated with Dharnendra and Padmavati. As per Jainism, they are said to be the serpent god and goddesses. This is monolithic structure carved in black stone. The wife of King Vishnuvardhana, Shantala Devi, was a Jain and she followed Jainism. At Halebidu, Hoysala temple, one of the Shivlinga is called Shantaleswara.
This is the Jain goddess. His name of the Kusmandini, but
Kusmodini has a lot of ornaments on her body.
he is also protected with Tirthankara.
Okay, there is a Tirthankara on top.
They have 24 Tirthankara.
Oh, yes. This is one of the Tirthankara carved on her headgear.
So animal eating the fruit.
Grapes, animal eating the fruit, monkey eating the fruit, honeybee. Goddess Kusumandini is also called Goddess Ambika, and she was associated with Tirthankara Neminatha, and she is said to be Yakshini or female attendant. She is sitting under the Kalparuksha or Kalpalata, and many animals, birds, they are eating the fruits. As per Jainism, she was actually Brahmin and became attendant of Lord Neminatha. She is also associated with motherhood, and she is seen with child in her lap or at side. There is Ambika Devi temple at Girnar and also the caves of Ellora. There are statues of Ambika goddess sitting on the Kalpruksha with small kid in her lap. Statue of Tirthankara is seen to be carved on crown of the goddess. Light and shadow display is seen in the mandapa of this dance hall, which are supported by
round pillars, and here is the musician is carved on the pillar
Okay.
where we can hear the
Babu.
sound of music. Just
Okay.
amazing. These stones
Okay.
have musical notes.
Like Hinduism, Jain also believe in the guardian deity and he is a Kshetrapala or guardian of the directions as per Jainism. On the Nauranga ceiling of the dance hall, there is a Dharnendra, the demigod who was protector of Parshvanatha, is at center, and all the 24 Tirthankars are drawn all around him. The second temple at Halebidu, Jain Basti, is dedicated to Rishabhnatha or Adinatha, the first Tirthankar. Here also you can see the elephants and the open veranda. Side of the veranda, there is one of the Tirthankara carved on the stone. Decorative door jambs and the pillars inside have various designs and some of them are also round shape. Adinatha or Rishabhnatha was first supreme preacher of Jainism called First Lord. He had two wives, Nanda and Sunanda, who are depicted as mother of Bahubali. Tallest 108 feet megalithic statue of Rishabdeva is erected at Mangitungi Hills, Nasik, and biggest statue of Bahubali at Sravan Belugola. At Halebidu, he is standing on pedestal having lions and elephants on both sides and seems to be flanked by wives similar to Hindu gods. And this is goddess Saraswati inside the Adinatha Basti. And she has a book in hand. One hand is a book, other hand she is counting the pearls and lot of headgear you can see again. Lot of carving is there on that and her or other weapons. And she is the goddess of wisdom. She is worshipped as goddess of learning by Jain and Hindus. The round pillars has lot of design on them and top lintel above her you can see the Tirthankara. One of the Dev Kostaka there are footprints of one of the Tirthankar and top of that also there is a Tirthankar in yogic position. The Nauranga ceiling of this temple are adorned with inverted lotus with Kirti Mukhas and 24 Tirthankars carved all around. These temples are very famous for the Nauranga design and motifs and carvings. On the backdrop of small village behind these temples, you can see the rising tower called Manstamba. And surprisingly, there is a temple-like structure on top, and inside that there is a deity Burma installed inside. You will be surprised to know there is a temple called Brahma Jinalaya at Lakundi near Gadag, Karnataka, and inside you can see four-headed Brahma. And this third temple is dedicated to Lord Neminatha, the 16th Tirthankar. Have a look at the tall doors and the wooden frames inside the shining pillars of the dance manpa welcomes you. This temple is said to be not completed fully as the Navranga ceiling of dance hall has no carvings and motifs on them. Tall statue of Lord Shantinatha is seen inside the Garbhagriha and side of Garbhagriha there is a first Tirthankara Adinatha in yogic pose. The Tirthankar Shantinatha was said to be very tall, 120-meter height, and he ruled for many years as a king before he became ascetic, and he is associated with Yakshi Nirvani. The Garbhagriha houses 18 feet tall statue of Shantinatha. For doing the Abhisheka, steps are provided at side of Shantinatha statue. Lot of similarity is seen between Hindu Hoysala temples and this Jain temple. Here, similar to Hindu temples, there are Ashtadikpalas or guardian of eight direction, and Makara is carved on one of the Navranga ceiling along with Tirthankaras. The supporting pillars of the dance hall are not only laid turned round, but the surface is highly polished, giving the mirror-like finish. The concave shape of pillar, the image is seen as inverted object. Just imagine how this hardest black stone they have turned round and also given a finish where it looks like a mirror and the various shape of the round surface. All the three Bastis in this temple complex has Hoysala influence on architecture and they will build over different period of time. An ancient water well called step well or Puskarni was covered with mud and it has been cleaned and now made usable 20 years back. The Jain Basadi Halebidu houses the stone inscription and virgals or hero stones. They are giving full information as the epigraph on them is not worn out and we are able to read it. Here you can see the Tirthankara on top with elephant and lion at both the sides. And translated version of this epigraph or stone inscription is at side of these temples. This Basdi is not far away from the famous Hoysalaswara temple of Halebidu, but here you can see rarely some visitors are seen around. We are moving on to our next temple, Kedareswara temple, just nearby. And this temple, built on a raised platform dedicated to Shiva, is very famous for repetitive decorative sculptures carved on the recess of the wall. As we move on, there are many more things to explore. Do subscribe and like my channel.